Hey guys, great to see you again. Today we have another keyboard video, and this one is a little special because I'm building this keyboard for someone special. Of course, you guys are also my special someone, especially those who like and sub to this vid. Make sure to leave a like and smash that subscribe button. This time we have the PORTICO65, a beautiful 65% gasket mount keyboard. Without further ado, let's get to the video. I'm Thiru and this is Random Review Squad. The PORTICO65 is a keyboard DIY build kit by the Key.Dot company. It comes in multiple colors, but today we have here the mint green PORTICO65. It cost me about 270 SGD, which is really worth the price, to be honest. Along with the keyboard kit, you get the C3 stabilizers that are PCB mount, bandage mod stickers, spare gasket cushions, a USB-C cable, and a hard carrying case. Of course, the keyboard kit itself comes with a polycarbonate mint green top and bottom cases, which are secured together by a few screws. A silicone mat that fills the gap between the PCB and the bottom case, a Portico PCB, a felt dampening mat for the PCB and plate gap, and finally a gasket mount FR4 plate, with the gasket foams already in place. As you can see, 270 SGD is really insane value for this keyboard. Shout out to Gavin on Carousel, he sold me this board and he really knows his stuff as well. Of course, I got the GMK Hazakura, which isn't real GMK but is really close to the real one, and thought it would be a nice fit to the theme of green and pink, which my lady liked. And of course, the switches. I had a whole pack of Boba U4T Thockies lying around with no host, so I thought why not use them here, even though she's been asking for linears. But I'm sure she'll like them. Let's get to the build. I'm going to be honest, this is the first time I've ever tried building a gasket mount board, but it also seems relatively easy. Not many screws, just sandwiching the main parts within the polycarbonate case. Okay, but let's start proper. First, I start off by Holee modding the stabilizers. This prevents the additional rattle when the wire and the plastic hit in the stabilizer housing when you press a key, or the main stabilizer keys. Just a small piece of bandage into the housing and it's all good. Next, I lube the housings with Krytox 205 grade 0 and lube the wires with dielectric grease. Put them all together and I had stabilizers ready to go. I then put the bandage mod stickers so that there is no additional rattle from the stab housing and the plate. And then I mounted the stabs to test and see if there was any rattle, and I adjusted them accordingly. Put that in, it should. Now that the PCB is ready, all I have to do is mount the plate and sandwich it between the two case portions and screw them shut. I do have to screw some standoffs into the plate, but that was pretty quick. So how a gasket mount works is pretty simple. The middle mechanism isn't screwed tight to anything and the center of the plate isn't screwed down to anything either. Well, it's only screwed down to the PCB per se, but the PCB isn't screwed down to anything. There is only some foam on the gasket. All this together allows for a more flexible or softer typing experience, as the board is able to flex way more compared to a tray mount keyboard. Some examples of a tray mount keyboard include the Tofu, the NK, and I think almost a lot of the keyboards outside are tray mount keyboards, if they were meant to be custom. It's only very recently that gasket mounting keyboards have started to come up in major companies like GMK and Keychron. Now that everything is mounted, it's time for the key switches. Yes, there's no soldering required as the PORTICO65 PCB is hot swap. It also has RGB under and on top, but of course I'm not one who's into the rainbow bonnet. The PCB is also VIA compatible, so you can hop into the VIA software and switch around the keys and the macros. Of course, we have to talk about the Boba U4T Thockies. I got them in a group buy a while back when they were first gaining traction online. I got enticed by the thockiness and the weird, really attractive pop on one of the sound tests that I watched. And I thought I would love to try these out as my first proper tactile switches. I mean, I have tried Gateron Browns, but you know, they're Gateron Browns. These are the 67 gram spring versions and they can be used lubed, but Gazio did mention using them stock would be best. So I thought, why not just save some time and lube and just give her unlubed Bobas. It's not a crime, so it's okay. Also, my lady can change them out to linears whenever she wants. Now that we've got all the key switches in, it's time for the keycaps. These are the GMK Hazakura fakes. A couple of reasons why I didn't get the real ones. Firstly, they are not in stock and you can only get them on group buy, and I don't think there will be a group buy anytime soon. Also, group buys are really long and I needed a keycap set ASAP. Also, keycaps at this particular price range of about $70 are actually really good keycaps. More often than not, you get really good PDT keycaps with die sub or double shot keycaps even, with no font issues or keycap fading. It actually looks and feels premium. Plus you get all the specials, which sometimes you can't even get from group buys because they get sold out really quick. Of course, my lady can also change the sound if she wants, but I think the pink and the green go really well together. Okay, finally the keyboard is done. A beautiful 65% keyboard with gasket mount. Now time for the sound test. The keyboard had a 7-degree typing angle and I prefer to type on it with my palm rest. The typing experience compared to my own keyboard was definitely more cushioned and softer, and I really liked the sound profile. It was a very new experience for me. It is my first time typing on a polycarbonate case with FR4 plate and the Boba tactile switches. It definitely delivered the pop I was hoping it would. The Bobas did have a little scratch to it, but I think it's something that isn't really an issue. I think that's why some people online did say they liked it lubed, but it wasn't really an issue. I did prefer the sound profile with the matte, but you guys can try it without as well, but it would sound higher pitched and more bouncy. Overall, I really loved this keyboard. I liked it so much I almost didn't ship it to my lady. But it finally reached her and she really loved it and cried because she was happy. So mission accomplished. Alright, that's about it for this video. If you guys like this video and want to see more like this, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. Trying to hit that 1K subs. Also, comment down in the comment section below what you thought about this, and see y'all in the next one.